Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just giving a very quick update of lots of different things that have been going on. I'm just going to go over what we will actually cover today. Just a few points. Let's say, could we actually see this coming in the first place? What actually caused it? The next support levels, the doomsday worst case scenario, and ultimately, what is my plan going forward? Okay, so everyone that has been keeping up to date with all my different updates throughout the past month or so will recognize this chart. It's something that I put out there on the 28th of August, just before the updates are actually due to start rolling through. The next couple of days after this chart, it actually went up, but then it started to drop on down, mainly due to different factors, not the actual update, but we'll go into that in a moment. So here we have the social media effect. Now this we could not see coming in any way, shape or form. First of all, you have China banning the ICOs for an indefinite amount of time, and then we also had the fake news. What isn't on this chart is actually Mr. Diamond opening his mouth and letting us all know what he thought of Bitcoin. So, all of these drops we couldn't really see coming, but there were today's ones that I think that were more obvious and more predictable. So now we have the up-to-date chart. I would say that for the past few days at least, the drop has been more apparent as a lot of the big whales have decided to pull their money out, seeing as there's no real benefit to keeping it in. There's not going to be a hard fork, so there isn't going to be any free coins knocking around like there was during the Bitcoin fork. So I think it could actually get worse for Ethereum than it even did for Bitcoin, which is really troubling. So I'll just run down on what the support levels are as I see fit. We have Y1, O2, R1 and R2. So Y1 at $217. This isn't really a major support level in any way. It is just a small blip where we might see it bounce around there for a little small amount of time. Might give us a better opportunity to get back in with any more short orders before the next drops happen. The orange line, which is O2, which is $200, should give us a hell of a lot more support. It should actually stay there for a little bit of time, maybe, but we all know that cryptocurrencies are very, very volatile and don't really follow any normal rules. So after that we have R1, which is $175. Now hopefully this should actually hold for a little bit longer. There's a few support levels both before the last dip and after the dip where it rattled along the $175 mark for a fair amount of time along with the 200. So we might see some benefits coming from this as a couple of short trades, a couple of long trades added in. If all hell breaks loose and we end up with the doomsday coming true, it could get as low as 150, and really sorry to say this, but it could even go as low as the 125 and the 120 mark. There's going to be a lot of support levels tested, so be warned, this could get a little bit rocky. Now here comes the really interesting bit, what I actually plan to do. So I've managed to close down quite a few Ethereum trades on the way down today, taking some of my profits on the sales and to also extend some of the take profits as well. Now, during the time that it's taken me to actually put this video together, one of my trades have already cashed out. So that one I believe was the 8%, second one down. So that cashed out at the 229 mark and it got to the 8%. The other trades, I have now very quickly added a little bit more to the take profit. In total, approximately of my total equity, it is roughly about 9% on shorting Ethereum. So it's quite a lot of my equity is in betting this is not gonna stop falling. What isn't on this chart is my ×2 leverage trades. Now they are slightly higher up and they have a stop loss currently at 190, which will very soon be extended down to as low as I think. So to play it safe, I'm thinking about the 120 mark for the time being, and then use some of the extra capital that I made on the short sales to actually bump up some of my stop losses, because it still takes funds to extend the stop losses in eToro. Now, the thing that I haven't mentioned through all this lot is my plus 500 trades, for a very good reason. I believe that it is just far too dangerous dealing with shorting of any cryptocurrency, no matter how certain you are that it's going to go down, when it's got a 30 times leverage. I will be using some of my equity to open some trades once the upgrade has been implemented, once everything starts to actually point upwards, because you've only got the 24-hour window anyway. It's not quite 24 hours, it shuts down trades every once in a while. And if you want more information on that, then by all means go to my blog, and I've written up a quite useful article between the differences of eToro and plus 500 on the benefits and the negatives of each platform. At the moment, I'm staying away from plus 500 purely because it's so bearish of a market, and as I have stated quite a few times, I prefer the environment of eToro. And no, nobody's paid me to say that. I just do like the user interface and my responses from you guys on liking my comments and appreciating my videos and subscribing to me in lots of different ways. So by all means, let me know your thoughts. If you find this useful and you want to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing, hit the subscribe somewhere, either on my newsletters, or you can get it onto my mailing list in eToro. Just send me a message on there saying I want to be part of your mailing list, and yeah, I'll get you tagged in any of my updating posts of anything that I think is important, like my analytical articles like this one. So I wish you all green trades, and I'm just so happy that I've implemented hedging into the strategy for eToro.